And her parents and her brother still live there. In fact, they are. She comes from a family of chiropractors. Her parents met at chiropractic college and got married and started a family. So actually, her mom raised the kids and never actually got to practice. But her dad has been in full-time practice for 45 years, and her brother is in practice with him. He and her brother are also longtime Rotarians. So that helped her get involved with the Rotary here. Tricia attended Ohio State for undergrad, and then she went to Palmer College of Chiropractic in Davenport, Iowa. And she graduated in 1997, and then she practiced as an associate in Parkersburg, West Virginia, until she came here in 1999 and opened her practice in Dublin. Then she, as a lot of people do, once they get full-time, they know they've got to go back to school, so she did. So she took 3 additional years of study, and she received her fellowship and diplomate in chiropractic pediatrics and pregnancy care. And she is one of the few in that category in the state of Ohio, which is kind of a feather in her cap. She's been married to her husband Brian for 11 years. They were actually set up by their mutual financial advisor.
That's full service.
I don't know whether it made them any money, but they attended a client appreciation dinner, and he sat them together, and they hit it off instantly, and whatever else.
He followed me, he stalked me.
That was
He found me, he stalked, so he was able to find my office.
Well, after their financial advisor set them up, they now have a 7-year-old son, Clay, who is going into 1st grade this year. I can't believe that because I remember when he was born. And Tricia said he's a farm boy at heart. We put him on a tractor and he is ready to go all day. She joined Rotary in 2001, and Chris Curry was her sponsor. She's enjoyed being a past board member, and she's served on many Caddyshack committees, including 2 back-to-back that she and I did together. Her big events in her life, certainly getting married and having her son, and becoming a chiropractor, and primarily, I think, working Caddyshack with me. Yeah, she said she's so young and she has so much more to experience.
I do.
So
much more living
so please say hello to Tricia.
Something to drink. This could be a while, so shouldn't be too bad. Tim has lived in the area most of his life, from Grandview to most of your time in Upper Arlington, by the from age of 5 on.
Go Bears.
He went all through school in Upper Arlington, graduating from Upper Arlington in 1967. And your senior year, was it your senior year? You met this pretty girl named Jan. Yes, at the your first date was at the senior supper at the end of your senior year. He went to OSU for his undergrad, majoring in radio, TV, communications. Jan started at Miami, but then relocated up to OSU for her sophomore year. And since she was a serious student, the only way that he could see her is if she and he studied together. So that helped him stay in school and keep his grades up. So that worked out well. Jan's a smart girl. Jan's a smart girl. So, all right, you guys got married in 1970 before the start of your senior year, and they were getting by on part-time jobs. So, upon graduation, Jan went and started teaching at Tremont Elementary in Upper Arlington. You couldn't find a local TV job, so you ended up in the insurance business at the Home Office of Columbus Mutual Life Insurance Company. And then, if that wasn't enough, you had your first child in 1974, Megan, followed by Molly in 1977. And then, after 13 years of being out of college in 1984, you decided to go back to law school. Nighttime, right? Yeah, night school at Capital Law. During that time, he switched jobs, moved, and had their 3rd daughter, Ashley, in 1985. And that's how he got all the gray started in his full beard at the time.
Yeah, all the stress points.
After returning to Columbus Life to head up advanced sales, working with agents and clients in estate planning, the company moved to Cincinnati. So guess who commuted for about a year and a half? That's a lot. You lived there during the week, and you were home on the weekends. That's pretty tough. So it got to be too much, and you left and went into full-time law practice with a small firm in Columbus. And then he ultimately started his own law practice, and primarily in estate planning and probate. And in addition to 44 years of marriage, 3 beautiful children, he also has 7 wonderful, recently 7 grandchildren, 7 grandchild. Molly, his daughter, just had their first girl grandchild this past Tuesday. So 6 other boys, all ranging from the age of 16 to 3. So the newest addition this past Tuesday. So congratulations on that. Other than family, his interests have been golf. At the age of 13, he was fortunate to have been part of 2 state championship teams at UA. He also made a hole-in-one 50 years ago this past Saturday.
Where was that putt? It's a window.
Now, I thought this part was really cool. Perhaps the biggest life interest has been music for Tim. I didn't know this stuff about you. You took up the guitar at the age of 14, and you played in bands in high school. Did you have the hair to go with it too, or the long?
No.
Nothing. Okay. The most meaningful one being the new folk singers, commercial folk music, Peter, Paul, and Mary type stuff in high school and college. They were able to compete on the national TV show, the All-American College Show, with Arthur Godfrey in 1969, followed by an invitation from the Hollywood USO, thanks to actor Richard Deacon, Mel Cooley on the Dick Van Dyke Show, to go to Vietnam and Thailand in August and September of 1969 to entertain the troops. I thought that was pretty cool.
Okay, wrap it up. We gotta move.
I'm trying. It's his. I told you it was a novel. He moved to Dublin in 1987. He joined Rotary in 1999. Sponsored by Lee Beale. We cheered Caddyshack together a couple of times, and he was Rotarian of the Year in 2009. So.
Yeah.